Have you taken the time out to follow my Instagrams?
Hello my air signs, thanks for coming for your chakra healing session this month of what month are we in for the Leo season. That's better for me. As you already know, if you're new here, then this is about us finding what is going on wrong within our chakra energy centers, which may cause an imbalance, blockages, and just misalignments in all, just not being connected to who we truly are. It all starts with little things that we do on the surface, okay? But then also when we use healing, when we work on our healing from the inside out, that is the true way of really healing things on the surface, solving issues on the surface is all good, but not as effective for the soul and the spirit and everything that's within us. Our mental health, all aspects of our life lies in the balancing of the chakras. All areas of our existence lies in the 7 main chakras. And so once we tap into that and see what's wrong or what we're doing on physical levels, on all levels that causes an imbalance, we are on a better way of healing and being in true alignment with ourselves. That's why I do this. So let's just get in. I feel like I have to constantly say that all the time to remind us why we come here. It is very courageous for us to take the step to heal ourselves and to know what we're doing wrong, that is affecting us. To face it is not easy. Everybody wants to be perfect. Everybody doesn't want to face that they have things that they have to work on. It's like going to the doctor. Who wants to go to the doctor to find out something is wrong? So you being here is very courageous, and it shows that you are working on yourself on all levels, on all aspects of your being, and that is very, very good in the eyes of ourselves and in the eyes of the spirits and guides. So let's do this. Let's move on and see what's going on with you, my Geminis, Aquarius, and Libras, my air signs. So for your first chakra, which is your root chakra, where your finances, your survival is very important, you're experiencing some anxiety, you're experiencing some financial constraints, and some of you are workaholics. So there's a lot of worry connected to your finances, right? Some of you don't have enough money, so you have to practice constraint, and some of you are just overworking yourselves, and some of you are worrying about your financial life and how you're going to survive and everything, and that's not a very good place to be, right? The healing message from our guides to help you to bring this into balance is very simple. I feel like you need to practice some grounding, but I want the spirit guides to show you what you need to do. So they're saying that you need to practice proper boundaries within yourselves in your home. So I feel like this has to do with how much time are you spending with others, how much work are you putting in a week, are you overdoing yourself, all this stuff. Setting healthy boundaries for yourself, limitations that help you to live a healthy life that doesn't put you in extremes. Like extreme anxiety can come from so many things, just over worrying, over stressing. When you work too much, that happens. When you worry about your money too much, all this stuff affects you and breaks boundaries that are not healthy for you. So this is what the spirit guides want you to do. Set healthy boundaries for yourself so that you don't overdo things when it comes to your financial life and how you're surviving, okay? Now moving on to your sacral chakra, where it's all about your passions, your desires, and things that you're putting your energy in. Your sexual life and all this stuff is connected in the sacral chakra. After all, that is your sexual organs. That's the energy that's around it. So some of you really need to practice abstinence. Okay, too much sex is not healthy for you. Obviously, you're having sex as a duty. You're not spending time having fun. Some of you have beauty issues. You don't think you're beautiful enough. You know, some of you are just overthinking the whole issue with beauty. Maybe you're just putting too much makeup, or you're worrying about how you're looking, or just feeling like you're not beautiful. All those things fall under beauty issues. So those are the issues that are happening in your sacral chakra. Okay, so that needs to be worked out. And the healing message from the spirit guides is that you have to understand what is triggering these feelings. Some of you have been hurt before, some of you have gone through some serious financial issues, and there are some things that trigger those emotions in you. Okay, so you have to understand yourself and know, okay, what is making me have sex with this guy or this girl as a duty? Why do I feel like I have to do this when I don't really have to? There are some triggers, there's some past issues, traumas that you need to heal that puts you in this position, that makes you feel like you have to do these things. Once you find those past issues, you'll be able to know what is triggering these emotions that makes you feel like you have to do these things. Or if it's a beauty issue, they are stemmed from you not healing past wounds. And also releasing what is not healthy for you. Releasing these things that you need to release that are not healthy and moving you forward. I also feel, well, you know, this release is, you know, can go other ways, like releasing healthy spiritual energy onto yourself. But in this case, I feel like this release is all about releasing what is not good for you, that has held you back in the past when it comes to your relationships and how you feel about yourself, your desires and your passions, and why you are doing what you're doing. Those negative things that I talked about, you have to release them through healing. Now, looking at your third chakra, which is all about your willpower, you know, how you feel purposeful, how you control yourself and take charge of who you are and stuff like that. Most of you don't know what your talent is, so then you don't have focus. And some of you just simply don't know who you are. That looks like you need to spiritually awaken who you are. Lack of focus and dedication. How can you focus and dedicate yourself to anything when you don't know who you are and you don't know your talents? So you don't know where to put your energy. And obviously you're feeling powerless. It makes sense, right? If you don't know who you are, then you don't know your power, then you don't know your direction, and you don't know what to put your energy in. That's the issue here. So it's about you finding who you are, finding your purpose, and knowing why you came here this time, you know. So a lot of work needs to be done with your sacral chakra, your solar plexus. I feel like you need to sun gaze. Personally, you need to sun gaze to find your personal power and to tap into who you are. You need to spend time with yourself, awakening your spiritual power within. But let's see what the spirit guide says. They say you need to replenish, which means you need to spend time alone, spend time resting. The more you rest, the more you can think clearly about who you are and spend time with yourself. Looking at your fourth chakra, which is your heart center, where you feel unconditional love towards others and yourself and have an open heart attitude. You're very secretive. Some of you have unhealthy attachments to your children, which means you think about your children too much. You have to let them go. They're their own people. They're their own being. They have their own lives. Stop wrapping yourself around your children. Some of you live through your children. Some of you are out of sync with your life mission. It makes sense, right? You don't know who you are, so you're out of sync with your life mission. And then you're too attached to your projects, whatever you're doing to get by. So It's making sense. It's telling a story here. Someone who's out of sync with themselves, don't know who they are, they don't know their talents. They're spending too much time investing their time into their kids, not because then they have to focus on themselves, right? Because there is no focus here. There is no power here. You're not attaching you're not having a purposeful life for yourself, right? You're doing everything out of duty. You're sleeping with someone because you feel like you have to. So there is a sense of loss of who you are here. That's what I'm feeling like heavily for you, my air signs. Let's move on to what's going on in your fifth chakra. So in the area of your personality and you speaking your truth, knowing who you are, knowing how you're carrying yourself, where you learn, and how you put yourself out there, how you're developing yourself and speaking your truth. It's more about your communication and how you're putting yourself out there. The aura you're carrying. A lot of you are engaging in too much gossip, talking about people. Why wouldn't you talk about somebody else? Especially when you're not thinking about yourself. It makes sense, right? Talkative, it comes hand in hand with the gossip. And some of you just need to have education, which means that you need to figure out what you need to study so that you would have a direction, right? Once you get an education in the field that you need to be working in, it will bring your life some purpose here. It makes sense, right? How everything is lining up here with the chakras. It's answering itself. If you don't focus on yourself, you're not gonna be able to tap into your own talents. And sometimes to know who you are and to tap into your talent, you need some education to help you along. The spirit guides want you to allow yourself to receive healing. It's so important. So I'm so glad that you're here if you're an air sign, because you being out of sync with yourself and not receiving the healing that you need, it's not helping you to move along and step into your own personal power and to live your purpose the way you were meant to live it. So it's a big step to see you here, to face your woes and things that are pulling you back. By you doing this, you're stepping into yourself and knowing exactly what you need to work on. And I really like that. The spirits are also telling you to allow yourself to receive this healing. So I'm happy for you. This is a big step towards you improving and knowing who you are and why you're here. And removing that as a spirit of anxiety and worry from your life. Now, looking at your sixth chakra, you lack mental focus. Like I said, everything lines up. It makes sense. Discernment, you lack in that. And definitely an imbalance in the third chakra. So when all this stuff is out of whack, it really stops you from having discernment, right? And when you don't have focus, you can't discern anything. I feel like you need seclusion. You need to separate yourself from situations. Find time for yourself to understand who you are. Meditate deeper on issues. For air signs, it's all about your mental power. The more you focus, the more you get clarity. The more you meditate, the more things will start making sense and you get deeper into who you are. The spirit guides want you to get into the flow of life. When you are in the flow, you become in sync with all that is. You allow your mind to be in sync with the universal forces. And then the balance will restore itself mentally. But you have to be in the flow, which means that also you need to go out in nature and bond with everything. Understand that you are one with everything here for the healing to take place. When you are not in flow, it's like You don't know the purpose of the moon. You don't understand what the sun is doing for you. You don't understand why you have to drink water. It's like being out of sync with nature. Not understanding the roles that it's playing within your system and outside of life. It's like you're not living. So it's very important for you to understand this situation here, my air signs. For the 7th chakra, some of you have suicidal thoughts. You see how deep this goes? Being out of sync with yourself, being out of sync with life, you can get here. It's very sad and heavy energy for me to even show you. You have a blocked crown. A blocked crown makes sense, which means that you don't feel like you're part of the tree, which I've already just said. You don't feel like you don't understand the role the sun is playing in your life. You don't feel connected to life. Some of you may even be atheists. You say you believe in God, but you don't really believe in God. You say you believe in the source energy, but you don't really understand it. Source, God, whatever it is. You don't know your personal spiritual power. You don't believe in your ancestors enough. All that causes block in your crown. You think you're on your own and you can make all these decisions. Or some of you just feel the opposite. You don't know what to do. You're confused. You don't know what's going on with your life. And I feel like the pandemic may have a lot to do with it. You know, it causes disparity in people when all things are being shut down and negativity is on rampage here. Not answering your spiritual call can block your crown. Some of you don't want to have anything to do with spirit. Now, air signs, your mind is very powerful. The way you think is what you create in your reality. You're not appreciating life, right? It makes sense because your crown is closed. You don't have connection with your spirit guides. You're not connecting with anything. You really need to work on your spiritual life, my air signs. Whatever you did to block it, whatever you did to be so out of sync with yourself and nature and everything, you need to start breathing and feeling like you are a part of life. Life matters, my dear. You are important. Nothing happening on this physical life can break you, can break your spirit. You are strong enough for all of this. You have to realize this. Burying yourself in working and becoming a workaholic is not the answer. Connecting with your spiritual strength is the answer. Connecting with your ancestors, knowing that there is a higher being. There are angels, there are guides here to hold you and to protect you and to put you, for you to feel in charge of your life and be a part of life. It's very important. The healing message from the guides is for you to exercise control. Know that you are in control of your life. Knowing that you can change things. Don't feel out of control. Be in control by knowing that you can make everything happen by connecting with the spirits within you and outside of you that are waiting to hold your hands and to show you where you need to be. You can control this. You can change everything. You're not out of control. You're out of control when you're out of sync with life. That's the issue here. So for my air signs, this is what I have for you. My Geminis, Libras, and Aquarius. A lot has to be done. I feel a heavy burden, like as I'm doing your reading. It's like this block is intense and I need you to really work on it. So I'm going to bring in some healing energy for you to raise your vibration in all and to bring in the healing energy that you need at this time. I'm glad you are here. Be open to receiving it. It is real and it's powerful and it can help. So get in a comfortable position as I bring in the healing energy, okay? My air signs, prepare to receive the healing energy, especially for your crown that is blocked. Okay, and all the chakra energies. All right, prepare yourself. I'm gonna call in the healing angels right now. So my air signs, here we go. Call on you, my healing angels. Please use me as a channel to bring in the healing energy from the source through me onto all the air signs out there that finds this video to receive the healing that they need in all their chakras, especially the crown. Thank you so much, my healing angels, for giving me this blessing, this opportunity to be able to heal. Alright. For all your chakra energies, centers, here you go. Bring your focus to your tailbone, your sexual organs, your navel area, your heart space, your throat, your third eye area, and the top of your head. The healing energy will go to all the areas that you need depending on your situation. Just be receptive. I'm gonna bring it in 2 more times. Okay. Alright. My air signs, here you go. Prepare yourself to receive the last one. It's really geared to your crown. Alright, my air signs, here's the last healing energy for you. Alright, dears, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you during the Virgo season. My air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I hope this has brought you some healing and some insight on where to start. Alright, thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you. Bye.